Alright, fellow hunters, time for the final episode of Read the Day, as well as the penultimate episode of Season 3. Time is on my side. The episode starts with a young man being abducted late at night and forced to the trunk of a car. He staggers to the hospital later with his liver removed. Elsewhere, Dean is torturing a demon with holy water. Sam stands nearby. Dean asks the demon if he's ready to talk yet, but he claims to know nothing. Dean declares to ask one more time, "Who holds my contract?" The demon's attitude suddenly becomes much more sinister, and he responds to Dean's question with a rude comment about his mother. Dean demands a name, or else, but the demon hits his back that the only thing he's scared of is the demon holding Dean's ticket. Dean swallows hard and exchanges looks with Sam, who starts to administer an exorcism. Dean tells the demon as he starts to writhe, but both he and Sam pause when the demon dares them to send him back to hell, because they'll be waiting for Dean when he gets there, with a few pals that are dying for a nice little meet and greet with Dean Winchester. Sam asks if he should continue. Frustrated, Dean tells him to send him someplace where he can't hurt anyone else. Later, Sam and Dean are looking for leads when Sam comes across a newspaper article detailing the incident involving the young man without a liver. He finds out that the bloody fingerprints found in his dead body were those of a man who died in 1981. They suspect zombies, but when they arrive at the hospital in Erie, Pennsylvania, they find that the man's liver was removed surgically. They talk to another patient who woke up with one of his kidneys removed. Sam finds out that one of the victims was sewn up using silk threads, while maggots were used to prevent infection. John Winchester's journal tells the story of a 19th century surgeon called Doc Benton who found a way to live forever by replacing organs the moment they stopped working. Even though John had cut out the doc's heart, it seems Doc Benton survived and is again abducting healthy young people to stay immortal. Meanwhile, Bobby Colstein lets him know that Belle was spotted in Canaan, Vermont, and that Rufus Turner, a retired hunter, was the one who informed him. Dean wants to leave for Vermont, but Sam was adamant on staying in Erie. Sam then reveals his sole purpose for coming to Erie was trying to find a way for Dean to live forever so he won't have to die and go to hell. After an argument during which Dean makes it clear that he believes the cult is their only means of retrieving Dean's contract, Dean leaves and Sam heads for the woods to find Doc Benton. In an isolated cabin, Sam acquires the doctor's lab book. Later, he finds not only the dead body of the jogger who had his heart removed, but also a young woman with the missing chunk of skin on her arm who is still alive. Sam manages to escape together with the young woman, running over Doc Benton with his rental jeep. Dean, in the meantime, finds Rufus and bribes him with a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue for the location of Bella. Rufus tells him the hotel Bella is staying at and presents Dean with Bella's criminal record. Dean then confronts Bella at the hotel. She tells him the cult is gone and is on a plane with her buyer. He prepares to shoot her and tells her that he knows that when she was 14, she had the brake lines cut on her parents' car. An accident resulted in them being killed. Belle flashes back to when she was 14 and remembers when her father used to come into her room and close the door, hinting he was abusing her. Before Dean pulls the trigger, he makes a discovery. Belle has devil's shoestring placed above her door, indicating that she too is trying to keep out the devil. After Dean leaves without hurting her, Bella calls someone and lets them know that Dean was in her room and she knows where the brothers are, because she lifted the receipt from the Erie Hotel from Dean's pocket. Dean calls Sam from the road. Sam tells him what happened, that he has the doc's journal. From that journal, he learned that only science and not magic is responsible for the doc's immortality. Doc then abducts Sam using chloroform. Sam wakes up tied down to a table at the doc's cabin. Doc Benton standing over him, trying to remove his eyes. Dean shoots the doctor before he can operate. Doc Benton goes after Dean, and Dean stabs him in the heart using a knife to chloroform to knock him out. They drop Doc Benton to his own table. The doc comes to and tries to bargain with him, telling the brothers that he is their only hope of getting Dean out of his deal. Dean doesn't want to live his life the way Doc Benton does, and Sam and Dean decide to bury Doc Benton alive, chained in an old refrigerator. At the hotel, Belle enters the Winchester's room and shoots at the beds, only to find that the brothers are already gone and have placed blown-up dolls in their beds to fool Bella. The phone rings and it's Dean. He tells her that he knew that she stole the receipt from his pocket and that the trick above her door was devil's shoestring used to keep the hellhounds at bay. He concluded that she had also made a deal with the demon and the demon killed her parents for her. Bella reveals that she used the quilt to bargain with the demon that holds her contract, but it wasn't enough. The demon wanted her to kill Sam too. Dean then says that they could have helped her if she had only been honest with them. She reveals that Lilith holds her contract and Dean's as well, and that Lilith is the one who wants Sam dead. When he asks her why she's telling him all that, She replies that she wants them to kill Lilith first. It ends with Jean hanging up at Bella and the clock strikes midnight. At the same moment, hellhounds can be heard howling nearby. Dun dun dun. Sounds like some continuity surrounding this episode. It will be revealed in The Real Ghostbusters that Bella gave the cold to Crowley. The full story of Bella's deal will be revealed in No Rest for the Wicked. And now finally, let's take a look at some trivia about this episode. When Dean replies to Sam about the fingerprints on the body not being the victims, he says, "Great, my man David Caruso will be stoked to hear it." He's referring to David Caruso, who plays Horatio Kane in CSI Miami. The actor who played Doc Benton's first victim in this episode, Calvin Smith, also played Cuthbert Sinclair in Season 9's Blade Runners. Gina represents The Walking Dead in this episode. The antagonists of this episode are Doc Benton and Bella Talbot. This is the final appearance of Lauren Cohan as Bella Talbot. This is the first appearance of Stephen Williams as Rufus Turner. Lilith's mentioned again in this episode by Bella Talbot. Time Is on My Side is the name of a song by the Rolling Stones. This is the second time that Sam has performed an exorcism from memory. This is the first time the coroner has asked the brothers to show him their badges on screen. So overall, I think this episode is kind of interesting. The fact that we learn a little bit more about Bella's backstory is, a little bit tragic. So, yeah. So overall, I give Time Is on My Side 4 Impalas out of 5. Anyway, tune in this coming Friday so we take the final episode of the season, No Rest for the Wicked. So, until then, carry on, my wayward sons and daughters.